Hi, so I'm going to be unboxing a Valeria Conquers Domain starter deck here. So let's just go ahead and get started. Nice packaging. Dun dun dun. Inside you get yourself a little rule book, which is very handy if you wish to play this trading card game. Get yourself a little foldable playmat here with our buddy Krakatoa on it. Some counters if you wish to use them. I like to use dice, however. And a starter deck. So let's get to that. First, you kind of got to get through this secure packaging here. All right. And these starter decks, they come with new Valerians that have not been released in the Founder set yet. We'll go ahead and put that away. All right, so each deck comes with champion cards. This is the Conquer deck, so the main flavor of the deck is darkness. So this is a champion card that increases dark attack power. This is Indomitable Fortress, which comes in the Founder set. It's a really good counter. Any Valerian can use it. That's kind of why it's so good. It's a little expensive, but it completely shuts down all damage. So it's a really good clinch card there. This is Valerian Fortification. Can't really read what it's doing from where I'm at, but I'm assuming it's Valerian or fortifying your Valerians in some way. This is stun removal, which is very handy because Jiri has introduced a lot of stuns. And then Power Surge. Power Surge is a cool card that will allow any Valerian attack to do extra damage by spending 2 energy. So that's kind of cool. Now, comes with 3 Valerians, each starter deck. Let's start with Griswold. Griswold's the bear that well, he's one of the bears. I guess Ursloth's the bear that's in the game that everybody hates, but this is the predecessor of that bear, I think. He's very, very strong. His flavor is a lot of energy draining attacks and just overpowered attacks in general. He's kind of straightforward in that aspect, but he's really hard to deal with the energy drains. Like, for instance, let's find a good one here. Griswold's Grasp. This one's rough. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but you know, it's for 5 energy you deal 6 damage, and at the same time you're pulling 3 cards from your opponent's energy zone and putting them in the discard pile. This can be very, very devastating if played well and not stopped. So Griswold's very hard to deal with. That is the first Valerian in our set of new Valerians that we get to play with now. Next up is Jiri. I will admit I have not gotten a lot of deck time with Jiri. He just doesn't appeal to me. It looks like he is he's tuned around stuns, and the stuns actually, if you have stunned Valerians, you do more damage to those stunned Valerians, so that's kind of his second draw. Just like every other deck, he's got they've included some pretty decently ratioed attacks for these Valerians. They're all, like 1, 2, 2, 3, 2 energy, 3 damage, 1 energy, 2 damage. He's straightforward. That's my impression of Jiri. And then my favorite in this deck is Krakatoa. This guy is a beast. He is just nasty. All of his multi-attack target moves do 1 extra damage to burn targets. I didn't talk about their special moves, but that's what he does. So he's going to let you burn targets, and then if you're multi-attacking those targets, which he has a lot of multi-attacks in his arsenal, you're dealing extra damage. So he's really rough. And he's just hard to deal with. Like, he's got this here. This is a Volcanic Eruption. This is a 5/8 card. So, for 5 energy, you're basically one-shotting a Valerian. Super strong. It's got Crackback. It's a really nice counter. It's 5 energy, but you got that sitting on the board. Someone tries to one-shot your Krakatoa, you're going to turn it right around on them and one-shot whatever Valerian they're doing or throwing that damage at you with. So another very, very strong show. This is one mechanic that I really like in this series. This is a card that lets you basically take it from your hand, put it down as energy, and now you have energy for that turn that you can use. There's a drawback where you can only put 2 energy down at the end of the turn, but the advantage is you can, it costs a lot of mana to play these cards, so that gives you the energy right there when when it's hard to get energy during your own turn. You usually don't get that, so it's really good. This is and I put that card down the whole time I was talking. That card is called Flames of Revelation. Every Valerian so far I've seen, I think, has one of these style of cards that gives you energy during the turn now. So that's kind of cool, and a new mechanic that's been introduced with this set of starter decks. And this is one of my favorites. It's just ugly. For 5 mana, you're only dealing 1 damage to all Valerians, but you are burning all of 3 of those Valerians that they take damage, and this is kind of like a death sentence. If you can get this off on round 1, or round 2, I'm sorry, you've almost always won. It's pretty gnarly, but very good stuff. Hard to play around. So yeah, that's kind of that's our starter deck. Once again, the Conqueror's Domain. We've also got a Hero's Domain. Maybe if you guys get lucky, I will do another unboxing video for that.